video of the week, and I need to keep them coming fast and furious. And I thought I should just create as I kind of go along, but I'm realizing that it's not effective. I need to keep these videos coming out fast and furious. In order to do that, I obviously need to batch create. So that is what I'm going to do. I was also thinking about doing a roundup of all the cars I've discussed this year, but I'm kind of reluctant to do so because of all the nonsense that it creates around me. So I don't know about that. I just think it's important that I kind of do my own thing I just kind of do my own thing. Not that doing cars wasn't my own thing. It was, but I don't know. I see how it goes. So as you guys know, I've been talking a lot about the NBA, WNBA. Obviously, before I actually start talking about the NWA in terms of like expansion drafts, people that have obviously been picked for next season and stuff like that, I want to talk to you guys about culture news. So that is what we're going to be doing today, to kind of discuss who got picked and the reasons why there's reasons why I think they got picked. Notably Kate Martin. Obviously Kate Martin is Caitlin Clark's best friend forever. So yeah, I want to talk to you about that. But before I do so, what I want to do is talk to you guys about the before I do that, I actually want to talk to you guys about culture. But it's only, you know what, I feel like it's only been a few days and I need a reset already. It's midweek and I need a reset already. Like, what? Listen, okay, talking culture now. I've always thought country music was great music, but it seems like Georgia natives are making their mark in the country scene. So when I talk about country music, I think of people like Kenny Rogers, Dolly Parton 9 to 5, Kenny Rogers, I think it's Poker Face or something like that. I used to absolutely love their songs, but you know what I absolutely love? Because there's a song called Georgia Waves by a Georgia native, and I absolutely love the song. It's absolutely sensational. I think it's different. I love when artists diversify their music and get into other genres. It's different, it's good, it's nice. It's absolutely nice to watch. But anyway, I digress. You know what? I'm actually starting to like the style of some of these podcasts centered on sports and womanly things. It's just, I feel like it's kind of great to watch and listen to other people's perspectives, but I digress. Anyway, back onto the WNBA. So remember I was telling you that Kate got picked from the Aces to go to the Golden State, a newly formed team by Natalie Nakase, who apparently was the assistant coach at the Aces, but obviously will be the head coach at Valkyries, right? Now, obviously the Golden State of Valkyries is obviously based in San Francisco. There was an event held, and I'm presuming somewhere in the kind of Bay Area, where an announcement was obviously made as to who will be obviously picked for the expansion draft. Tell me where to go, tell me where to go. Well, he doesn't say it like that, but he was the one that was doing the announcement. And now he basically discussed who was being picked and what team they were going to. Now, San Francisco, or the Golden State Valkyries, obviously got a new team formed, new logo and everything. Now, what I love about this new roster or team is that 7 of them have international experience, as well as playing at home, which I believe gives any player a competitive edge. That is big, and I'll tell you why it's big. When you have players that have obviously played internationally, it brings a wealth of knowledge when they play home teams, things that they can incorporate in their play. So the players that have been obviously picked for the expansion draft bring a wealth of experience, I think. However, one individual that has the NBA talking is obviously Kate Martin. Now, Kate Martin is obviously, like I said before, is Caitlin Clark's best friend forever. right? And she only came to the Bay to supposedly support Caitlyn. But I think she had an inkling that she was going to get picked. Now, you might think, why are they picking someone who has not... Why are they picking someone who's been benched for most of the season, right? And only had a couple of minutes to play? Let me tell you, keyword is marketing, and it's a money move. And I'll tell you why it's a money move. It's a money move because she's bringing fans over to the new team if she goes over. Yeah? She's bringing fans over to the new team. You see, Kate Martin, despite not playing many games for the Aces, all her jerseys were sold out completely. 4 seasons, I think it's 4 seasons in a row. And the only people that sell out stuff like that is Caitlyn and Reese. And normally that phenomenon is really attributed to people that actually play the game back to back. She doesn't. So where she's not played, where she's not played fully, you can't really gauge how good she could be if she played to her full capacity. So I thought this is why her going over to the Golden State Valkyries is probably great for her, and it's definitely great for the team because it's going to bring more attention to the team, more money to the team if all her jerseys are being sold out. And she's a great marketing individual for the team. I feel like many of the players that have been selected are, obviously many of the players that have obviously been selected are guards, centre guards, I think push forwards and S guards as well. But what nobody's talking about is the team from Seattle. So you see the Seattle team, nobody was selected. Many have obviously said, well, this was because there was tensions brewing within the team. You know, I like the tea. So there was tension brewing within the team of, like, I don't know, bullying, harassment, or whatever the case may be, with some of these players wanting, obviously, a transfer. Some other players couldn't be picked for the expansion draft, such as Caitlyn, Reese, or Wilson, because they're locked in their contracts. You know what I think? I think the game of WNBA will change and will become just as big, if not as popular, as the NBA. Because these girls, or these women that play for these teams, they've got big personalities outside of this. And so I feel like there's going to be a huge demand for viewership. So numbers are going to go rocketing through the roof. And I feel like this will probably result in more games being allocated to the season. I just think this is brilliant because currently the women only play like 34 games. But let's talk about the art of engagement in a basketball game. But I digress. So let's talk about the art of engagement in a basketball game. You have a minimum of 11 players and a maximum of 12 players. You have obviously the following positions in a team. You have the center, which is normally the tallest person. Then you have S guard. Yeah, so center. So you basically have a center, which is usually the tallest person. Then you have a power guard, an S guard. How else do you have? You've got centre forward, you've got power forward. I think I've missed one. I don't know, but I think I've missed one. But anyway, now my thing is this. It would be good to see how the new picks for the Bay Area, the San Francisco Bay Area, would actually pan out for next season. I think it's a good form. I think it's a good form as you have a plethora of international and national players. So with the mixed experience, something great will happen, especially when they go up against the likes of LA Aces or even New York Liberty. I don't know.